Picture this scenario. You are engaged in conversation with your closest companion, and suddenly they halt mid-sentence, then echo the exact words they spoke just moments earlier. You offer a courteous smile, yet something feels unsettling beneath the surface. These changes begin subtly, losing personal items, missing scheduled meetings, experiencing increased fatigue and social withdrawal. Here is the reality. More than 55 million individuals globally are currently battling dementia. Many failed to recognize the warning indicators until intervention became impossible. Dementia does not simply emerge in our golden years. It frequently murmurs for extended periods before it thunders. Those gentle murmurs are precisely what demands our immediate attention. I understand that advancing age brings transformations. However, not every change remains benign. Some serve as danger signals, silently indicating potential brain complications. The encouraging news is that early detection provides genuine opportunity to decelerate progression, safeguard our memories, maintain independence, and preserve the quality of life we desire. In this presentation from Balance Health, I will carefully guide you through 10 preliminary dementia indicators that should never be dismissed. I will demonstrate how scientific knowledge combined with straightforward lifestyle modifications can help maintain mental sharpness, stability, and self-sufficiency for years ahead. Some indicators might astonish you, others could feel personally relevant. Yet I assure you that by this video's conclusion, you will be better equipped, not only for yourself, but for your family members as well. Before we proceed, please share in the comments which aspect of your health receives your primary focus currently. Is it your memory, your mobility, or your emotional well-being? I review every single response. If you discover this content valuable, remember to subscribe to Balance Health so we can continue learning and developing together. The first warning sign let us begin with something that manifests not through your speech, but through your movement patterns. You might assume your posture or walking style simply reflects natural wear from aging. What if that assumption is incorrect? What if your brain is attempting to communicate something important? One of the earliest yet most overlooked dementia signs involves subtle changes in movement patterns. You may begin taking smaller, shuffling steps. Your feet might drag along the ground, or you notice slight leaning to one side without conscious awareness. These are not merely muscular issues. They frequently originate from alterations in the frontal lobe and cerebellum, brain regions controlling coordination and motor functions. A 2020 neurology study tracking over 17,000 seniors discovered that individuals with reduced walking speeds and compromised balance face significantly elevated dementia risk within 7 years. This means your legs could be providing insight into your brain's future condition. The changes extend beyond walking patterns. Difficulty using eating utensils, maintaining steady grip on cups, or rising smoothly from chairs can also indicate early brain decline. These modifications we typically overlook or attribute to normal aging carry real significance. While your feet may start dragging, something even more subtle might escape notice. Your capacity to perceive depth and spatial relationships. The second warning sign you are filling a water glass and liquid spills everywhere. You miscalculate distances to tables, collide with door frames, or feel uncertain navigating stairs you have climbed countless times previously. These minor accidents might indicate your brain is not processing spatial information as effectively as before. Dementia can quietly modify spatial awareness and sensory perception, particularly during initial stages. This encompasses distance judgment, depth perception, and even odor detection abilities. Research from the Journal of Alzheimer's Disease demonstrates that olfactory deterioration, meaning decreased smell capacity, often represents the first neurological change in Alzheimer's, preceding memory loss. One assessment revealed that seniors unable to identify 10 common sense were 5 times more likely to develop dementia within 5 years. You may also feel overwhelmed by background sounds. Following conversations becomes challenging in crowded environments. This is not simply hearing loss. According to a 2021 Lancet study, untreated hearing difficulties during middle age connect to 8% higher dementia risk due to increased cognitive demands. When your senses begin declining, confidence in daily activities follows suit. However, even more revealing than sensory confusion is what occurs with your physical strength. The third warning sign let me pose a simple question. When did opening jars last feel genuinely challenging? Or, when did carrying groceries seem heavier than usual? We frequently blame weakness on age, but there is more complexity to this situation, especially when grip strength specifically diminishes. Your hands can reveal significant information about your brain condition. A comprehensive 2019 BMJ study following over 160,000 older adults found that reduced grip strength directly correlated with higher cognitive decline and dementia risk. Every 5 kilogram decrease in grip strength associated with 16% increased dementia development risk. Why does this connection exist? Because your muscles and mind connect deeply through your nervous system. When one component weakens, the other typically follows. The weakness extends beyond grip strength. You may notice general frailty, faster fatigue, difficulty lifting everyday objects, or complete movement avoidance. Here is the concerning aspect. The less you move, the faster cognitive health can deteriorate. Physical inactivity literally shrinks brain tissue. This is why University of Edinburgh researchers now identify muscle strength as one of the most powerful protective factors against dementia. Yet if the body slows during daytime hours, nighttime events can provide even earlier warnings. The fourth warning sign You close your eyes at 10 and awaken at 1, 3, or 4:30. Does this sound familiar? Perhaps you are tossing, turning, or even shouting during sleep. Poor sleep quality is not merely exhausting. It may represent one of the brain's initial distress signals. Research from JAMA Neurology found that people experiencing frequent sleep disturbances, especially REM sleep behavior disorder, face significantly higher dementia development risk, including Lewy body dementia. These are not simply troublesome dreams. They involve kicking, punching, speaking during sleep, and acting out nightmares long before memory loss appears. The complications extend further. If you suddenly require frequent daytime napping or find yourself wide awake at 3 in the morning without explanation, your circadian rhythm may be deteriorating. That represents the brain's internal timekeeper. When it begins malfunctioning, cognitive decline may follow closely. Furthermore, inadequate sleep prevents the brain from eliminating toxic proteins like beta amyloid, which directly link to Alzheimer's disease. According to the National Institute on Aging, deep sleep periods allow the brain to perform essential cleanup functions. Without proper rest, waste accumulates, damaging neurons. Therefore, if your nights feel restless, do not dismiss these signs. It might not simply be age-related, it might be a crucial signal. The next indicator is not what happens while you sleep. It involves what occurs when you stop caring completely. The fifth warning sign You previously loved gardening activities. You never miss Sunday family gatherings. Currently, you simply do not feel motivated. You cancel planned activities. You stop answering telephone calls. This is not sadness. It represents something more hollow. That quiet detachment could be one of dementia's earliest emotional signatures. This emotional numbness is called apathy. It differs significantly from depression. According to a 2020 neurology study, apathy serves as a strong predictor of cognitive decline, especially in Alzheimer's patients. People with early-stage dementia often display reduced interest in previously enjoyable activities, not due to sadness, but because their motivation circuits within the brain are breaking down. You might notice decreased emotional responses, less frequent smiling, absence of tears during touching moments, or seeming distant even surrounded by family. Tasks you once performed automatically, like preparing favorite meals or joining conversations, suddenly feel overwhelming. Over time, this emotional withdrawal creates isolation, which only accelerates cognitive decline. Loved ones frequently mistake this for mood changes or normal aging. However, this quiet withdrawal from life serves as a significant warning sign. When emotional detachment combines with difficulty finding appropriate words, you may observe a pattern indicating something deeper. Asterisk asterisk, the sixth warning sign asterisk asterisk. You are engaged in conversation when suddenly the word you need simply disappears. You understand what you want to communicate. It hovers right there, yet will not emerge. Worse still, you say something completely different instead of the intended word. If this occurs frequently, it represents more than simple senior moments. It could be aphasia, one of dementia's clearest early indicators. Aphasia appears in subtle ways through extended mid-sentence pauses, word confusion, or unconscious phrase repetition. You might call a spoon a fork, or refer to your daughter as that woman. Mayo Clinic research indicates that language problems often surface years before formal Alzheimer's diagnosis, particularly in individuals with primary progressive aphasia, a dementia subtype affecting speech initially. Eventually, even following simple conversations becomes difficult, especially in noisy surroundings. You might lose conversational threads, forget your intended words, or stop speaking entirely due to frustration or embarrassment. Sadly, this communication breakdown can lead to isolation and even misdiagnosis. When your words begin fading, pay careful attention because memory is not the only thing dementia affects. Now let us examine signs that often appear normal but should never be ignored. Asterisk asterisk, the seventh warning sign asterisk asterisk. We all forget things occasionally. A name slips away or you enter a room unable to remember your purpose. That represents normal human experience. However, when forgetfulness begins interfering with daily life activities, it requires serious attention. Dementia-related memory loss is not about occasionally misplacing keys. It occurs when you cannot retrace steps to locate them, or worse, you forget losing them entirely. People may repeat identical stories multiple times without awareness, miss appointments despite reminders, or forget recent conversations completely. The Alzheimer's Association reports that short-term memory loss represents one of the most common early Alzheimer's signs, differing from age-related forgetfulness. During initial stages, long-term memories may remain intact, but new information fails to register. This can be frustrating and frightening for both the person experiencing it and their family members. You may observe signs like leaving stoves on, misplacing money, or forgetting medications, situations that create safety risks. Sadly, as conditions progress, even cherished memories like children's names or wedding anniversaries may begin disappearing. However, forgetfulness is not the only disorienting sign. Sometimes it is not what you forget, but where you forget it. Asterisk asterisk, the eighth warning sign asterisk asterisk. You awaken momentarily uncertain whether it is morning or night. You look outside unable to remember the day or even current season. Initially, you dismiss it with laughter, but then it occurs more frequently. You become confused in familiar locations. You take wrong turns heading home, or worse, you forget why you left the house originally. Disorientation regarding time and space represents one of the most classic yet deeply unsettling dementia signs. According to a 2021 Lancet review, over 60% of dementia patients experience temporal and spatial disorientation within their first few symptom years. This means forgetting dates, losing time awareness, or feeling uncertain about locations, even in well-known environments like neighborhoods or kitchens. Some may reference past decades as if currently living in them, discussing long-deceased people as if recently encountered. Others may dress inappropriately for weather conditions or become fearful in previously safe places. This is not stubbornness. It represents the brain losing its internal navigation system. When someone begins getting lost in familiar locations, the danger becomes genuine. For some individuals, Even when they do not get lost, they continue asking identical questions repeatedly. Asterisk asterisk, the ninth warning sign asterisk asterisk, you just provided an answer. You even spoke slowly and kindly. 2 minutes later, they ask the same question again, then again, and again. It can be confusing, frustrating, even heartbreaking. However, to someone in early dementia stages, the answer never actually registered. This repetitive questioning is not attention-seeking or simple forgetfulness. It represents a breakdown in the brain's short-term memory encoding ability. According to the Journal of Geriatric Psychiatry and Neurology, repetition represents one of the most frequent behavioral signs of early dementia and often the first noticed by family members. The brain simply does not record the answer, so each question feels completely new. Common repetitions include asking about time, departure schedules, or current days. Regardless of response frequency, they remain trapped in an inescapable loop. This causes distress not only for caregivers, but for the questioner, who may sense something is wrong without explanation ability. Sometimes they write notes, other times, they ask strangers. When memory becomes this fragile, it represents more than a temporary phase. For some individuals, those repeated questions can evolve into something even more concerning: perceiving or sensing things that are not actually present. Asterisk asterisk, the 10th warning sign asterisk asterisk, imagine hearing footsteps in hallways when no one is home or smelling smoke in quiet, calm rooms. You look around confused. You ask someone else if they can hear that sound. They cannot. That moment becomes frightening. In later dementia stages, especially Lewy body dementia and advanced Alzheimer's, hallucinations become more common, both visual and auditory. A 2022 study published in Alzheimer's and Dementia found that nearly 30% of patients reported hallucinations within 5 years of diagnosis. These experiences range from mild to terrifying, seeing absent people or hearing voices others cannot perceive. Even more private but equally serious is losing bodily function control. Incontinence is not simply a physical issue. It often reflects deeper neurological damage. The brain can no longer recognize urges or forgets bathroom locations entirely. This causes embarrassment, anxiety, and emotional withdrawal. Many families report incontinence at the tipping point, the moment they realize home care may no longer be safe or sustainable. While difficult to discuss, recognizing this symptom early can help prevent accidents, maintain dignity, and obtain help before decline accelerates. Even with these challenging signs, hope remains. What you do next, right now, can make tremendous difference. Asterisk asterisk, what you can do asterisk asterisk, I understand this information seems overwhelming. It feels heavy and personal. Here is the truth. While dementia cannot be cured yet, you still possess power to slow its progression. Not marginally, but significantly. Studies demonstrate that with proper habits, you can protect your brain, memory, and independence much longer than most people believe possible. Begin by increasing movement. Just 30 minutes of daily walking, nothing complicated, can improve brain blood flow and reduce inflammation. Nourish your brain appropriately because it matters enormously. Diets like Mediterranean or Mind diet, rich in leafy greens, healthy fats, berries, and fish, have proven ability to delay cognitive decline. Sleep deeply and consistently. This is when your brain eliminates toxins that damage neurons and creates time for learning something new. A puzzle, second language, even playing music. Anything forcing your brain to adapt creates new neural pathways, maintaining youthfulness. Do not ignore chronic conditions. High blood pressure, diabetes, obesity, sleep apnea. Each condition adds more burden on your brain than most people realize. Managing these conditions well is not simply beneficial for your body. It could determine the difference between clarity and confusion in upcoming years. Perhaps most importantly, do not face this alone. Remain social, communicate with people, allow loved ones to help, Isolation represents one of dementia's most powerful allies. However, connection serves as your secret weapon. Lifestyle is not simply defense, it represents your first line of attack. Beyond lifestyle changes, something else is quietly revolutionizing how we understand and treat dementia. It is approaching sooner than you might expect. The future. For years, we were told nothing could be done. That dementia was simply a slow fade into darkness. Not anymore. Science is changing the tide. For the first time, genuine hope appears on the horizon. Two new medications, lecanemab and donanemab, have shown remarkable clinical trial results. They do not simply mask symptoms. These medications target and remove amyloid plaques, the sticky proteins in brains closely tied to Alzheimer's progression. In a 2023 trial published in the New England Journal of Medicine, patients receiving lecanemab experienced slower cognitive decline by up to 27% compared to placebo recipients. It is not a cure, but represents a powerful step forward. It extends beyond pills. Researchers are exploring gene therapy, deep brain stimulation, and immune-based treatments aiming to reverse brain inflammation and promote neural repair. We are entering a new chapter where conversation shifts from managing decline to preserving possibility. These treatments work best when dementia is detected early. That is why recognizing signs like those we have explored today is not simply helpful, it is life-changing. If you have reached this point, thank you. Truly, you are already doing something most people do not. You are staying informed, alert, and ready to act. That matters more than you realize. If this video resonated with you, leave a comment below sharing what stood out most. I would love to hear your story. If you found this helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to Balance Health. Together, we can build a future where aging does not mean fading. It means thriving. The best time to protect your brain was yesterday. The second best time is right now.